Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bachelor in Paradise's Jeremy defends his relationship with Bailey after drama tears the cast apart. Okay, Bachelor Nation, we need to talk about what went down on Bachelor in Paradise between Bailey Brown, Jeremy Simon, and Brian Otts, because the math, as they say, is just not mathing. This is the oddest and perhaps most immature drama on Bachelor in Paradise this season. And I think I speak for most viewers when I say, all the men in the cast should feel ashamed of themselves. Here's what went down. On Monday's episode, Brian pulled Bailey for a private chat, not to hit on her, but to tell her that Jeremy, the man she's currently coupled up with, had called Susie Evans after she left BIP and begged her to come back, because apparently he wanted to pursue a relationship with her. It's information that, she absolutely deserved to know. But the men and women of BIP appeared to have thought differently. Once it was revealed that Brian told Bailey the truth about Jeremy and Susie, all the guys got mad at him for breaking the bro code, and many cast members accused Brian of inserting himself in Jeremy and Bailey's relationship. Well, all the men except for Wells, who accurately called this line of thinking the douchebag code. Now that they're watching the show back, surely some BIP cast members can see how absurd it is to keep this secret, right? Well, sort of. Andrew Spencer doubled down on his judgment and even called out Bailey on Twitter for not telling Parisa Shifte, who was dating Brian, about her private chat with Brian. In a separate tweet, he added, Jeremy is a grown, man that's his convo to have. I stand on it. Yes, Jeremy is a grown, man. And he should have had the conversation with Bailey himself, but he didn't. That's the entire problem, Andrew. Bailey responded to Andrew's tweets with an Instagram story, explaining that she had no intention of keeping her rendezvous with Brian from Parisa, but she wanted to see what he had to say to her before telling her friend about it. She noted that this all transpired in about an hour, saying, I would not have held something like that from anyone on my cast. I'm allowed to process what's going on in front of me. Jeremy made his own Instagram post addressing the drama, and hinting that he and Bailey have moved on together. After insisting that viewers are only seeing 0.1% of his relationship with Bailey, he admitted, my time on the beach wasn't perfect. There were many ups and downs, and I'll own the mistakes I made. He also seemed to have a message to fans who might think he doesn't deserve Bailey, writing, at the end of the day, only Bailey, and I know the reality of what we went through, and I hope people can respect that. Bailey commented on Jeremy's post, writing, I'm glad we chose each other, and I couldn't imagine having anyone else as my partner. It sure sounds to me like this couple made it out of paradise. As for everyone else in Paradise who, for some reason, refused to tell Bailey about Jeremy's feelings with Susie, some have taken to social media to express regret. Alex Godin, who is currently coupled up with Andrew on the show, expressed her regret at not telling Bailey about the phone call in an Instagram story. Kat Izzo also shared Alexi's post on her stories. I should have told Bailey about Jeremy's phone call as soon as I could. I felt this way long before the episode aired, and I have apologized to Bailey privately months ago, and have continued to do so, she wrote in part, adding that she did not know the details of the call when Jeremy told her about it. She also seemed to hint that Bailey and Jeremy were still together, writing, at the end of the day, I am so happy that Jeremy and Bailey found a true connection on the show, and I continue to wish both of them nothing but the best. Jeremy, let this be a lesson. Do not take Andrew's relationship television advice, has ever. Always thrived on drama, romance, and unexpected twists, but Bachelor in Paradise Season 10 has taken it to a whole new level. Among the myriad of romantic entanglements and emotional breakdowns, one relationship has emerged at the center of controversy: Jeremy Simon and Bailey Brown. What began as a promising connection filled with flirty exchanges and sun-soaked beach dates has been tested by whispers of the past, alleged secrets, and the high-stakes tension of competing not just for love, but also for the coveted $500,000 prize. Jeremy and Bailey's journey was initially a fan favorite. The couple's chemistry was palpable, visible in their long conversations, intimate moments, and shared laughter. Viewers immediately latched onto their connection, describing them as one of the most genuine couples in the season. But reality TV, as always, has a way of shaking even the strongest bonds. The drama began to surface when Brian Otts, a fellow contestant, revealed a troubling claim to Bailey. According to Brian, Jeremy had reached out to his former flame, Susie Evans, after she left the show. Brian suggested that Jeremy expressed regret for not giving Susie his rose, and even hinted that he might have left Paradise if Susie returned. Such revelations are enough to shake any relationship, and for Bailey, this news brought a wave of confusion, anger, and doubt. Bailey was visibly shaken, questioning Jeremy's intentions and the authenticity of their relationship. What was supposed to be a carefree summer romance suddenly felt like a battlefield of loyalty, honesty, and trust. The tension did not stay behind the cameras. Cast members, as expected, took sides. Some rallied behind Jeremy, defending his actions and accusing Brian of stirring trouble. Others criticized Jeremy, arguing that contacting a former flame while pursuing a new relationship was a clear lapse in judgment. Among the critics was Wells Adams, the show's beloved bartender, who made headlines by calling the defense of Jeremy a douchebag code, openly challenging the cast's solidarity and highlighting the ethical gray areas in Paradise's social dynamics. Faced with mounting scrutiny both on and off the beach, Jeremy decided to take the conversation public. Using Instagram, he addressed the controversy, acknowledging his mistakes, but emphasizing the depth of his feelings for Bailey. In his heartfelt post, Jeremy clarified that while he might have had lingering feelings or curiosity about Susie, his heart ultimately belongs to Bailey. The post served not only as a public defense, but also as an olive branch, an attempt to reassure both Bailey and the viewers that their connection was genuine. Bailey, in turn, responded with grace and vulnerability. She admitted that the revelations had been painful and that processing her emotions in such a highly scrutinized environment was no easy feat. But despite the shock, Bailey chose to focus on the positive aspects of their bond. She publicly reaffirmed her commitment to Jeremy, stating that she had no regrets about their relationship and believed their connection was strong enough to weather the storm. Fans watching the exchange were divided. Some celebrated the couple's resilience, while others remained skeptical, wondering whether reality TV pressure could truly allow love to flourish. Adding to the complexity of the season was the introduction of the $500,000 prize for the most genuine couple. This new twist transformed Paradise from a simple quest for love into a strategic game. Every action, every conversation, and every decision could be seen through the lens of strategy as much as romance. For Jeremy and Bailey, the pressure intensified, as decisions made on the beach could affect not only their relationship, but also their potential claim to the prize. The elimination of fan-favorite couple Leslie and Gary during a rose ceremony fueled speculation. Critics wondered whether Jeremy and Bailey's choices were motivated by love or by a tactical approach to secure their place in the competition. Behind the sun-drenched smiles and romantic walks, the emotional toll of the season was evident. Both Jeremy and Bailey had to navigate their feelings while contending with public judgment, peer opinions, and the omnipresent cameras capturing every tear, hesitation, and smile. The intensity of reality television is unique. It amplifies emotions, heightens stakes, and often forces individuals to confront insecurities they might have otherwise ignored. Jeremy's defense of his actions and Bailey's decision to trust him are emblematic of the resilience couples must cultivate when love is under constant scrutiny.